We live, man. We live. Y'all pull up. I got me a mamey plant. This is mamey. Look how the skin look. It's a fruit. It grows on trees down here in South Florida. Look at the mamey plant. This is a whole food. See, I've been running my mouth. I'm in the grocery stores. I'm talking about food. I'm talking a lot about processed food. A lot of this processed food is full of chemicals. You wouldn't really know what's in it if you don't take the time to read the ingredients. That's why I keep stressing, read the ingredients. Y'all pull up, man. Pull up and put it in park, man. I'm about to get to it. We talking about whole foods. We talking about our body being a whole food processor, which is very important. It's very important. Oh, man. Prayers up, blessings up. Prayers up, blessings up. If y'all can see me good, drop some fours. If everything clean, drop some fours. I'm about to get into it. If you can see me clean, drop some fours for me. Gray, what's up? Gray, what's poppin', man? It's respect. See, I got the mamey plant. These grow on trees down here, right down here in Florida. They grow in the tropics. Look how it look. It look like a potato almost. Bet that up, James. So we good. This is a mamey plant. It remind me of it got the consistency of like a cooked sweet potato. Real talk. Look how it look. It kind of look like a sweet potato. But it's sweet and it's different than your normal fruit. It kind of got the consistency of like a mix between a sweet potato and an avocado, and it's sweet. It's almost like a cinnamony sweet. It's kind of almost like a baked sweet flavor, but it's fresh and, oh man, it's good. But anyway, so this is whole food, right? This is an example of whole food. This was just on a tree not that long ago, right down here, not too far from where I stay, right? This is called a mamey plant. It's funny because when you look at it, it looks like a potato or a root. You wouldn't think that it's a fruit like this on the inside. And the taste is just so different. It's so unbelievable. It's the flesh of it. Like the fact that this comes from a tree, it's like, oh man, the creator of all things is perfect. He makes things in a perfect way. And this is what I'm talking about. I'm actually going on a fruit diet all week this week. My goal is to eat at least 80% fruit this week. 80% fruit, 20% maybe vegetables. Everything raw. I'm not cooking nothing all week. Yep, it kind of is like an avocado texture. When you look at it, it kind of looks like an avocado, but a different color. But it's very similar to the inside. But I wanted to make this point, right? We're so used to going to the grocery stores and getting processed food. Our body's supposed to be the one processing the food. Our body's supposed to be doing that, right? When food is processed for us, it robs us of the blessing of being the one to process the food. When we process whole foods, we put it through a process so we could extract. Oh, that's love. That's love. We put it through a process. Appreciate you for real. So we could extract the nutrients from the food. Think about what I'm saying. So this is what is being taken from us when we buy these processed foods. We're not the one processing the whole food. So look, nature, man, it has signs in it. We are supposed to be eating things that are living. We are supposed to be eating things that are alive and living and renewable. This grows on a tree. This is a mamey plant. It grows on a tree. If y'all ain't never had a mamey, when you taste it, look at how it look. It remind me, it's funny because it looked kind of like a sweet potato, and it has a very similar texture to a sweet potato when it's cooked. But this is how it is when it's ripe. It's ripe and it's sweet. It tastes, and it has a different type of flavor than any other fruit I ever had. It's tastes like a baked sweet potato almost, but different, but like a cinnamony. Oh man, it's so good. Think about this. A mamey, bingo. It looks like papaya. Similar shape, different on the outside. Look, it looked like a potato or something, like a root, kind of like a yucca or something. But it's a fruit. It grew on a tree. It'll be 100 of them on a tree. And so this is the thing. When the mamey get ripe, it's gonna start getting soft, and if nobody pick it, it'll just fall down to the ground, and animals be eating it, birds eat it, the bugs eat it. So the mamey tree grows food for us. It's a renewable food source that its only purpose is to live and produce food to feed us. This is how the creator of all things designed it. Would it make sense to cut the mamey tree down? Let's say it's 100 mamey fruits on the tree. Would it make sense to cut the mamey tree down to get the 100 mameys? That wouldn't make any sense, because then you robbing yourself of being able to get 100 mameys next year. You see what I'm doing? You see where I'm going with this? This is what we're doing with animals. We kill the animal so we can eat the animal. We're supposed to be eating life. This is from a living tree. When we take this plant from the tree don't die. The tree keeps living. You see what I'm saying? You see what is, we've been so twisted up out here to where it's like we just so used to eating meat and eating things that ain't really even supposed to. We're not even supposed. When we kill an animal, we end its life. At that point, the animal is dead. So guess what? We're consuming dead flesh. Bro, I'm going to the store right now. What's some good snacks? I'm tired of eating the same bad-ish. Hey, man, great question. I suggest get you some fruits, man. Get you some fruits. If you really like me, I went through a transition. It took me years to get to where I'm at right now. This is actually going to be the first time for me doing a fruit cleanse. I'm doing mostly fruit, juice, everything raw all week this week. It took me a while to get here. I want to do it. I'm excited to do it. It doesn't seem like a mission to me right now. But save some, please. I got you, babe. I got you. It's another one in there. I got two of them. You know we're going to get the box. That's my wife. My wife, if she got a little bit of time, she's going to be doing some low-key mediation. NEE.COAK. That's my wife. Y'all go follow her, man. She's starting to put up content. She a real one. Trust me, I've been with her 12 years. Yeah, what type of juices, bro? Get you a juicer. Go to Walmart, get you a juicer, man. You can get a juicer for $30. You can get a good juicer for 40, 50, like a good juicer, $50. Get you a juicer and cut the skin off your fruits and juice your fruits and vegetables, man. You know what I mean? Get you some watermelon. Cut the green part off the watermelon, but leave the white part of the rind. Juice that watermelon with maybe some lemons. Cut the yellow, the very outside part of the lemon off. Juice that lemon. Get you some ginger. Drop some ginger in there. Oh man, you're gonna have some watermelon, lemon, and ginger. When you drink that thing, it's gonna be so refreshing. You're eating very healthy now because of you're eating. Oh hey fam, I'm eating very healthy now because of you. I love the real milk, almond milk. Bingo, homemade. Oh, you made the homemade almond milk. Well, I'm about to make some. I'm about to do a video later. I'm gonna do some walnut milk. It's easy, man. All you do is blend it up, soak it. You could do oat milk like this. Soak it in water. Let it sit for a few hours. Blend it up. And then strain it with some cheesecloth, man. Bingo, there you go. You got your walnut milk. People be like, oh, the walnut milk is way too expensive in the stores. It's $7, $8. True. For like not even a gallon. True. But you can get the walnuts and make your own. You'll make a lot more for a lot less. And it's not hard. You can make it yourself. And this way you could use your natural spring water. You know what kind of water is in it. And it's even better. Hey, from North Carolina, love your videos, learn so much. That's love, man. I appreciate it. That's what I do it for, man. I shifted my consciousness from thoughts on alcohol. I'm getting over it myself. I stopped drinking hard alcohol. If you drink, bro, listen, I used to drink a lot, man. Like, for real. I go through a fifth every couple of days. You know, I used to really like Remy. I drank it all, you know what I mean? And are you rich? In my mind and in my spirit, so the money coming. I've had money and lost it and had it and lost it. My money been going up and down like this my whole life. I've been in sales for 20 years. And what happened was I never had financial literacy. So as I made money, I spent it. So I'm acquiring financial literacy right now, and I'm seeking to bring value. You know what I mean? Because somebody had asked a question similar along those lines, but about, you know, something. Oh, she was saying how much, you know, she was appreciating that I helped. And so what I'm saying is I shifted my mind frame to, instead of putting the money first, because I mean, you know, be real with you, bro, a lot of my life I was in poverty. And so the people around me were in poverty, you know, like stressing gas money and like, what were we going to eat? You know what I mean? And so it was like, I just didn't have financial literacy. But still, at that point in my life, I didn't even know that money was my God. Like, all I wanted to do, I felt like a successful life was getting rich. I really believed that that's what it meant to be successful. I wasn't connecting the dots between success and health and happiness and family and unity and morality. I wasn't doing none of that because I was in poverty. I was struggling. And in my mind, I was worshiping money. I needed the money. So it was all about the money. And now I shifted my mind frame through a process. And I know my process of evolution started when I started eating different. One thing after another, gradually I went from, I'm a different person. I have a whole different body right now. Let me show y'all something. We are what we eat. I'm telling you right now, we are what we eat. That ain't no like funny saying. That ain't real. It's real. Look at me. That's me 8 years ago. Prayers up, blessings up. That's me 8 years ago, man. That's my beautiful wife. NEE.COAK, Nico. Y'all go follow her, man. But check this. Look at my face. Look at my eyes. Look at the inflammation. Look how puffy I am. You see what I'm saying? Look at me. This is me. So what happened was I started changing the way I eat, and one thing after another started to change for the better. And so this is why I wrote the book that I wrote. And this is why I'm so excited, because I have a goal to help over 1 million people get down to their natural body size and stay there for life. That's a big goal. I used to have a goal to be a millionaire. That was my goal. It wasn't about how I was going to be a millionaire. I just wanted to be a millionaire. Now my goal is to help over 1 million people get down to their natural body size and stay there for life. Psychologically, I just gave you something. If whoever caught it, it was meant for you. My life is starting to change in ways it's incredible. It's incredible. I'm moving different. My goal is to bring value, because I know when I bring value to people, value will come back to me. This is the law of the universe. This is the way that the Creator created things. Look at this. This is a natural plant that was put here for us. And if we're wise enough to be thinking, let me eat to live. Let me eat for what it's going to do for my life. If we're wise enough to be thinking like this, guess what? Blessing after blessing after blessing going to start happening. But unfortunately, we've been tricked and bamboozled. And most of us were so used to the way the people around us eat. We're going to the grocery stores. We're eating enriched rice. We're eating white bread. We're eating processed foods. We're eating processed meats. And we're wondering why we're feeling stressed, why we're feeling aggravated, why our brain feels foggy, why our energy level is low, why it seems like things just ain't going right for us. Our relationship's not working right. The people that we love bother us a lot. I know I love you, but for some reason, it's like you bother me a lot, but I love you. Our energy is off balance. We are not eating whole natural foods. The answer is right in front of us. And it's natural. Can you eat the seeds? A lot of seeds are meant to grow the next generation of plants. This is what they're not teaching us in school. There's people out here that say seeds have benefits and this and that. You know, I'm not a perfect expert yet. But I believe the seeds are to grow the next generation of plants for our kids. Look at this seed. This is a mamey seed. Look at that. Look at that. And look, I'm not trying to be funny right now. I'm not trying to be funny right now. But what does this look like to you? Drop it in the comment. One word. What does this look like to you? What does this remind you of? Let me see who tapped in. What does this look like? This is a mamey seed, but what does it look? A woman. A woman. The first one. It looked like a woman's what? It looked like a woman's vessel of life, like a woman's vagina. And I'm not trying to be funny. But look. Look at this. This is the seed of a mamey. Look at this. And then look right here where the clitoris would be. This is coming out of the seed. Life itself, the creator of all things, knows exactly what it's doing. We are supposed to be eating life. When I'm eating this mamey, I can eat this with a clear conscience because the same tree that grew this mamey is sitting in the ground right now, living its life. When I eat chicken, that chicken was murdered and now I could eat it. You see the difference? That's all I'm saying, my brothers and sisters. That's all I'm saying. We have to be eating, man. When you taste this mamey, if you ain't never had one, you need to get you a mamey, man, for real. Look how it look. Our body is a natural food processor. You know what I mean? Our body is a natural food processor. Life reflects itself. You want to try. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, man. You can go online. Shout out Tropical, Asian Tropical. Asian Tropical is right down here in Homestead. I just met the owners, and they're going to start sending me boxes of fruit. I'm going to start doing content with it. $25, $35 for 25 pounds of fruit. I'm about to go nuts. Watch. I got me a plug. I told them I want to start getting the watermelons with the seeds. I want to get the real fruit, the real ones. They're like, I got you, man. We got it. I'm like, bet. Our orange is supposed to give you, damn, I missed it. Where? Asian Tropical. Look it up online. I don't know it by heart. I know it's in Homestead. Look online. And if anybody got questions for me direct, the best way to hit me up is go to my Instagram page and send me a message. DM me on Instagram. I check my messages. You know, I get back to you. I'm accessible right now. I'm not too busy where I can't get to people. It's getting more and more better though. Like it's getting to the point where I'm gonna have to start getting help. Can anyone buy bundles of fruit, or is it just anyone can buy them? They sell them a box at a time, $25. And then they sell the fruit that's in season. And this is another thing. Our bodies are so smart. When we eat fruit that's in season, it's better for us than when we eat this genetically modified fruit that they grow off season. You see how there's a season for each different type of plant, where there's plants being produced year round. When you eat the plants that are in season for your time frame, it gives you a different type of energy. It's like what's the word? It's like a equation, like a mathematical equation. When you're aware of the equation and you plug it in right to your body, man, your mind starts to open up. You have to be intentional. You know what I mean? I'm going to do a quick commercial, man. I'm the proud founder of Brilliant Minded. All right? Our slogan is believe in your brilliance. We are a designer brand. I created Brilliant Minded with a mission, and our mission is to use Brilliant Minded as a tangible platform to connect with over 1 million brilliant-minded individuals, to pool our skill sets and resources together to entice over 1 billion people into the light of morality, healthiness, happiness, unity, financial literacy, and abundance. That's the whole goal. Brilliant Minded is a designer brand. I started it this year. I wrote my book. I started writing it about a year ago. The book is dropping May 23rd, which is my beautiful wife Nicole's birthday. And then I'm taking pre-sales this month, April 23rd, for the book. If you want to purchase the book, you could DM me to my Instagram. It's the same as my TikTok, Jabez_invest. Go to my Instagram. You could DM me. I'll get at you. I'll give you my phone number right now. I'm taking orders direct. And then what I'm going to do is you could text the word book to 786-650-8781. Text the word book to 786-650-8781. If you go on my page, my TikTok page, you'll see posts where I put it in the description, text book and the phone number, and you could text me. And I'll send you a link for the pre-sales. So do you eat foods in the season where you live or globally in the season? I eat them seasonally right here in Miami. I'm in Miami. It's stuff growing here year round. You know what I mean? So that's how I do it, because I study where I'm at and I kind of work with where I'm at. But and you know, I know it's different up north, but I haven't studied that. I haven't, because I'm not up there. But you know, that's why it's good to do your own research. You know what I mean? Research the fruits that's growing in your area. You know, and also remember, our bodies are deeply aware of our past and our genetics from our ancestors. So research and do your research to find where your ancestors are from and what is grown there and the seasons they're grown. It gets real interesting, man. We all, you know, and then you could look at it like it's a mission to do this type of work. But the more you start to eat clean, the longer you start to eat clean, the more energy you'll have, and the more interesting things like this will start to become to you. Researching what is in season and how it benefits you to eat what's in season and what was in season for the region that your ancestors are from. It's right in your blood. It's like a code in your blood. Oh, that's love. I appreciate that, for real. What's that fruit called? This is a mamey fruit. This is a mamey. Look how it looks. They grow on trees in the tropics. Oh, that's love. That's love. I appreciate you, Black. That's love. It's a mamey fruit. Look how it looks. It's a renewable food source. You know? Let's start eating whole foods. Our body is a whole food processor. Do you recommend eating alkaline list only? I recommend starting out, if you're not eating good and you're overweight and you want to lose weight, I recommend starting out. Make it simple on yourself. Choose natural foods. Down here, right? You know, I grew up on a lot of rice. A whole lot of rice, man. They call us Geechees because we eat so much rice. We eat a lot of rice, man. So I grew up on pigeon peas and rice, baked beans and rice, black beans and rice, red beans and rice, dirty rice, perlo rice, yellow rice, all types of rices. You know what I'm saying? So I used to eat rice with every meal. I used to eat a vegetable and a meat. That's how I was taught to eat. That's a complete meal. A starch, a vegetable, and a meat. But look at that. The rice I was eating was enriched. My grandma used to always get parboiled rice or a long grain white rice that's enriched. Enriched long grain white rice and enriched parboiled rice. The flour that we would get would be bleached white flour. The pasta that we would get would be the enriched pasta, made with enriched flour. The grits that we got were enriched. The bread that we got was white bread that was enriched. All of these are processed foods. They have been stripped of their natural nutrients and then it's replaced with things. And if you turn the pack around and look at the ingredients, you'll see all type of long words. Look up the words for yourself. You know? So you know, when it comes to alkaline and acidity, that's the next level of knowledge. You know, and some people are ready for that level. But what I'm doing right now for the next couple years of my life, I'm focusing in. I'm intentional. I'm meeting people where I used to be. I showed you. This is me. This is me. I was literally 100 pounds overweight 8 years ago. I didn't understand. I thought I was overweight because I was eating too much fast food. I'm being real. I thought I was overweight just because I was eating too much fast food. So I stopped eating fast food. Then when I stopped eating fast food, I might have lost about 20 pounds. And then it was like 3 months, I wasn't losing any more weight. I couldn't figure it out until I came across some more knowledge. I came across the knowledge of what enriched foods were and the knowledge of how you should be reading the ingredients, not the nutritional facts on the back of the pack, but the ingredients. They got it little tiny words underneath the nutritional facts. They got us thinking about these big words. It's a distraction. Cholesterol and calories and saturated fats. Listen to me, my brothers and sisters, this is more basic than you could ever imagine. Choose to eat natural foods. I replace the enriched rice with wild rice or brown rice. I'll eat jasmine rice. You know, I'll make sure it's the jasmine rice that's not enriched. Be careful because they'll sell jasmine rice to you and it'll be enriched. Basmati rice, emperor's rice, black rice. You know, when I feel like eating rice, I'll eat those rices. But back then I was so used to eating that way that I just switched it out. I switched out the enriched rice with the good rice. I switched out the enriched flour with the good flour. I switched out the enriched pasta with the good pasta. It's right there in the store. All you got to do is read the pack. I stopped eating canned vegetables that have no vibration left in them because they've been sitting in a can. And I switched out going into the produce section, and I'll get the fruits and vegetables out of the produce section. And yeah, I know a lot of the vegetables in the produce section, they're going to be genetically modified. They're going to be genetically modified. But guess what? That's a better choice than eating this processed food in the middle of the store. This is how I lost 100 pounds. So my point is this, because I was asking about the alkaline diet. If you're overweight and you're trying to get to your natural body size, make it easier on yourself and just just get on the path and cut out the processed foods and replace them with the natural ones. Read the pack. Choose the one that, if you get rice, if you get brown rice, it should only say in the ingredients, brown rice. If you get wild rice, it's going to be a list of different type of rices that are natural in the ingredients. What's wrong with being fat? There's nothing wrong with being fat. And the point isn't about right and wrong. The point is about good health. When you're overweight and your body is fat and you got a lot of fat on your body, right now you're not healthy. That's your body showing you that you're not in alignment with good health. Your energy is not going to be as high as it can be. Your spirituality is not going to be as strong as it can be. Your chakras are going to be blocked up. The fat's going to be condensing your energy flow that's going to be flowing through your body, which is going to affect your relationships. It's going to affect your finances. And maybe not finances. Some people just got their financial literacy and they was born into money and it's running like a machine. But if you don't already have it down like that, it's going to affect your finances. It's going to affect your relationships. How good of a parent are you? It affects your whole life. You could say, oh, I don't mind being fat, but deep down inside, everybody want to be at their natural weight. Let's just be real. You know, we in a culture now where it's like, man, you got skinny girls trying to gain weight. You got people that are almost glorifying being overweight. Be proud of yourself. That's how they explain it. Be proud of yourself. If you're overweight, just show it. Be okay with it, which is cool. I get that. And I'm not judging. But what I'm saying is, what kind of a message really is that really the best message? There's a difference between giving somebody good advice and being like judgmental and coming down on somebody. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. My brothers and sisters, I love you. If there's advice, if you say I'm overweight, does that make me a bad person? No. No, I love you. Love yourself. And you're good enough to get down to your natural body size. You have the capability. What about meat? I was just saying a second ago about the meat, right? With meat, see, this is a mamey plant. It grows from a tree. Vegetables grow from the ground. If you pick a watermelon off a watermelon vine, there's still other watermelons that'll grow. And they're renewable sources of energy. When you pick a watermelon, a real watermelon, it's going to be full of seeds. You could keep all them seeds and grow who knows how many watermelon, because every watermelon vine grow more than one watermelon. So imagine all them seeds in one big watermelon, and you plant all them seeds, and all them seeds grow a vine. Now you got a whole field of watermelons off one watermelon. This is a renewable source of food for us. What do we do when we eat the watermelons? We spit the seeds on the ground. We don't even think to grow them. And a lot of us in the inner cities, it's not like we got the space. But I'm just saying, things have been structured in a way that's not natural, and all we're doing is what we're used to seeing other people do. It's time to break free of that matrix. That it's a lot of us stuck inside a box. There's a lot of ways I'm still stuck inside a box and don't even realize it yet. But meat, the thing about meat is you have to kill the animal. We're supposed to be eating living things. When I take this mamey plant off the tree, right? And I eat it, I don't kill the tree's still there alive. When I eat steak, that cow got murdered. So now I'm partaking and participating. Oh, that's love. I'm participating in death. It is dead flesh. I'm literally eating death. That's love, my brother. Appreciate you for real. That's love. Meat is acceptable vampirism. Look at that. That was, I mean, how much more wisdom can you get in a sentence? Meat is acceptable vampirism. It's flesh and blood. What about frozen fruits and vegetables? It is better than processed food. It is a better choice than processed food. And this is the point that I'm saying. I'm meeting people where I used to be at. If I'm used to eating processed food and I switch over, I get the frozen fruits and vegetables and I cook the vegetables and I might make smoothies with the fruits, my body is going to start shedding weight. That is a step in the right direction. It's better to get the fresh fruits and the fresh vegetables because it has more life vibration left in it. When it's frozen, the life vibration goes away. So you're not getting that many nutrients will really start to help your body burn off that excess fat. That's T. What's up, my brother? This is a mamey plant. They grow on trees down here. You see it look like a root, but this is a mamey plant, bro. It tastes kind of like a sweet potato when it's cooked, but a little more sweet. And man, look at it. It's called mamey. And when I say they good, it kind of almost got like a cinnamon. It's not like what you're used to when it comes to fruit. It's different, but it's good. Oh, shoot. Hold up. All right, so look. Hold up. What did it say? You look like a yam. Yeah, it's kind of tastes almost similar to a yam. It's similar. They got to be related, but it's fruit, though. And to get soft on its own, you don't got to cook it. What if you're allergic to fruit? That's a question outside of my scope. I don't want to give advice on that. I don't know enough. I would stick to the natural things that you're not allergic to. Eat natural. Vegetables. If you can't eat any fruit, which I'm kind of suspicious if that's really true. If you're allergic to all fruit, it might be and fruit is a cleanser. This is one thing that I do know though. That's why they call it a fruit cleanse. When our system is backed up and with sickness or whatever you want to call it, when our system is backed up like this, guess what? When we eat fruit, it naturally cleanses out the dis-ease in our body. And a lot of times it'll make you feel bad. You might get rashes, but guess what? That's the sickness coming out of the pores of your skin. Your mouth might start feeling funny. That's all that processed sickness that's in your mouth is getting purged out. You're gonna feel something. Now, it's not always the case. It could be that you're allergic. So don't take my word on it and just eat all the fruit. But do some research. I'm gonna drop a name. Go check out Yahki. Yahki Awakened. YAHKI Awakened. Go to YouTube and search up Yahki, YAHKI Awakened. I'm plugging in with bro. I gotta plug in with bro because I want to be an affiliate for him. Bro out here curing people from cancer, AIDS, syphilis, herpes. Bro got hundreds and hundreds of proven cases where he cured people from uncurable diseases naturally. His knowledge will blow your mind. And he hood. Been to prison and all. He hood like he is hood for real from St. Louis. But a genius. I love when I see my brothers out the hood that came from the trenches, that came out the struggle, and they showing the world that we could be genius too. My brother done cracked the code, man. He curing people from AIDS, cancer. Man, go check him out. Now, if you feel like you allergic to fruits, go check him out. Start down that path. Start down that path of educating yourself and practicing. Yada Awakening. There go another one. Shout out Yada. Yada actually reposted me on Instagram. I gave him a shout out. I was in the cornfield. I gave him a shout out and he reposted it on his page. I'm trying to have a conversation with him, bro. Bro out there in Africa getting all type of awards. Yada Awakening is in Africa right now because of all the people he has cured from AIDS and cancer and all type of problems in Africa. They rolling out the red carpet for bro. He like a king over there. Yahki Awakened. Yahki Awakened. Yep. Yada Awakening. Yada Awakening. And Yahki is a Yahki Awakened. Yeah, why I like Yahki is because he give out more game than Yada. I like Yada. I respect him to the utmost. But Yaki, it's like he give out the game. Like he get into the specifics of things. Go check him out. I sure am. Shalom. I came into the knowledge of, what our people was before we were here in America. And I came into the knowledge of that the Bible is actually our history. The Bible is written about a specific group of people. I came into that knowledge. I read the whole Bible, changed my life forever. And I got a great teacher. I don't go too deep into it on this platform. Anybody that want to tap in on spiritual conversations, DM me on Instagram. I'll give you my phone number. We can get on the phone. Shalom, shalom. DM me. Shoot me a DM on my Instagram. I love talk. That's that type of talk. Trust me, I will be going there probably in about, if everything go the way I think it's going to go, probably about 5 years. I'm going to transition into real spiritual talk because it starts with the food. It all starts with the food. A lot of people not ready for that spiritual talk yet because they have not cleaned their vessel. They have not aligned their chakras. They're not ready for that yet. So I got to meet you where you at. I want to meet my brothers and sisters where I was. I wish somebody would have did it for me. I had, I wish I would have had somebody. I wish I would have found somebody like that back then. But come on in here, my brother. Hey, can you detox eating raw fruits, any vegetables? Yeah, you can detox eating the raw fruits. You want to juice them and you want to eat them. And you want them to be raw. And you'll start detoxing. A very interesting fact, right? Fruit has something called H3O2. Not H2O, H3O2. It's a different, it's the water that's inside a fruit that has been brought through the process of going through the tree into the fruit, or going through the vine into the fruit, like watermelon, oranges, after all the fruits, it's H3O2. And it's better than water for you. It goes into your body and it cleans it out. It's a whole different thing. It's better for you. So that's why a lot of people go on juice cleanses. Our body's gunked up, man. Most of us have not been eating right for our whole life. So there's damage that have to be reversed. Jabez, I'm a college, I missed it. College athlete. I used to ball at FIU. Write it again, whoever wrote that. Let me see if I can catch it. Once God made it, it grows from the earth. That's when you consume it. Bingo. 733. I love them numbers. Jabez, I'm a college athlete. Do you think the dining hall fruit is healthy? It's better than the processed food, my brother. Yes. It's better than the processed food. Analyze it, look at it, smell it, make sure it don't have a funny smell like it's funky or whatever. And yeah, if it's in that dining hall and you still got that color in it and it's fresh enough, it's gonna be better than all that processed food and the rice and the white bread and all that and all the pastries and all that they're gonna have in there too. Just avoid that and go to get the fruit. That's why I keep saying, choose the best option available that fits your budget or your circumstance and your situation. I lost 100 pounds by eating basically the way that I really break down in this book. But basically the way that I show in my content. I lost 100 pounds by just taking out the unnatural things and replacing it with natural things. Can you detox by eating raw vegetables and raw fruit? Yes. Yes. But when it comes to detoxing, right? Sis, that's a great question. Dominica, I highly recommend go check out Yaki Awaken. Study. But when it comes to detoxing, right? You want to understand and know it is a process. This is why I keep saying when it comes to detoxing, when it comes to eating healthy, when it comes to being happy, when it comes to being a spiritually enlightened, that's love. I appreciate you for real. Oh man, for real, that's love. When it comes to these things, we have to restructure our mind frame to being, CMOS, I'll get there, to being, shalom, to being in love with the process. Our body is a natural food processor. That is the creator of all things telling us everything is a process. When I put this fruit in my mouth and I start chewing, the process begins. A lot of us, and we wasn't even taught to chew properly. When we chew, we want to chew, break it all the way up. Because guess what it's doing? It's tearing down them fibers. It's getting the food prepared for the gut. And it's breaking everything down where once it gets into the gut, it's already broke down. The gut don't have to break up these big chunks. And then it can go in there and it can pull these nutrients out. So you want to be the one to go through the process. So when it comes to detoxing, everybody's process is going to be different. Your body, you might not need to detox that much because you're eating pretty good. Or maybe you need to do a lot more detoxing. So one person might only have to really detox for a week. And then they want to basically detoxing, though, if you really think about it, is really more of a lifestyle. The same way when you now, if you detoxing to get rid of a disease or something, if you start going to the real herbalists that know, they're gonna put you on a fast or all fruit diet or something like this. The diet and fasting is gonna be involved, and then they're gonna put you on the herbs that are good for your condition where you're at. You know what I mean? So that'll be the detox part, but then really. After that, you still want to eat natural raw foods. Natural raw foods is the best thing you could do, my brother. Man, I can't do it. I can't do it right now. Oh man, they did that to my mom. Have you heard of herbal? I missed it. How do you detox, Jabez? What about protein? Oh man, all this love and all these questions. I want y'all to know I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. This love. Do you take ashwagandha or maca? Now I have, and both of them are good, or maca. And both of them, I want to get back on them. I was a while back and I stopped. But I liked it when I was on them. I've been focusing on being as natural, and I'm shifting more to raw. Do I eat fish? Sometimes. Sometimes I like salmon. You know what I mean? I like cod when I do. If I eat anything out of the water, it has to have scales and fins. I got that directly out of the Bible, the book of Leviticus. I don't do the crabs. I don't do the shrimps, the crustacean, the sea bugs. I don't eat those. How do you detox? Sea moss. I'm gonna get to it. Okay, detoxing sea moss. Okay, detoxing it's not the same for everybody, but you're gonna want to eat raw, mostly fruits. You know, and if you're gonna drink anything, drink only water, or even better, just drink juice that you juiced from the fruit. You'll detox quicker like that because juice fruit, the liquid, is H2O3 as opposed to just H2O. It's different at a molecular level, and it detoxes you quicker than water would. You know what I mean? But if you don't have it like that, and you know what I mean, just stick to, you want to eat mostly all raw foods. Stay away from the meats, raw vegetables, and mostly fruit and vegetables. Sea moss, right. So with the sea moss, be careful because you got a lot of fake sea moss out here that's like super GMO that don't have all the... Sea moss have, I want to say it's like 109 minerals in it. And our body it's like pretty much all the minerals that's in our body. Sea moss have them all. So like all the nutrients and minerals that we need is in the real sea moss. So that's why it's so good for you. But the fake sea moss is not the same. It doesn't have all that in it. You know what I mean? So just make sure you got a good source. Check out Yahki, Yahki Awakened. He's a good source. That brother care about people. He's not gonna mislead you or take you down the wrong path. You know, he a godhead out here for real. Okay. The throbbing feeling in your back. Check out Yahki Awaken. I'm telling you, when it comes to I'm meeting people where I used to be when it comes to weight loss. I know about weight loss. When it comes to healing, when you get overweight, what's coming up is disease. What's coming up is back pains, arm pains, leg pains, neck problems, sickness, diabetes, leukemia, cancer. When you get overweight and you keep eating bad food and death over and over again, you getting closer and closer to death. So once you get into that area, That's not, now you have stepped outside of my field of expertise. I'm studying, because one day I'll be able to help people that have all these problems. I'll know enough. I've had enough experience and taken enough cases to know the best advice. I'm not going to lead you down the wrong path. I could tell you who knows. Go to Yahki Awakened. YAHKI Awakened. Go check him up look him up on YouTube. His home website is right there on YouTube. He got videos. Spend a day watching his videos, man. The next day you have off, just watch Yahki Awakened all day. You'll get the shock of your life. I'm telling you, bruh's gonna blow your mind for real. Tell him I sent you if he asks, if you meet him. How to clean your colon. Eat natural foods. Juice, mostly fruits. Eat natural foods, man. It'll clean your body out. And it's gonna be a process. Bingo. You see there, Yahki Awakened is one of my master teachers. Shout out you, man. I should have screenshotted it. I missed you. I want to link up with you. Diabetes can be genetically given. That's what they tell you. Diabetes is a side effect of not eating right. Oh, you got it, babe? Bet. They tell us it's genetic because that takes the responsibility factor out of us. We are the ones responsible for our health. We are the ones that can have our body in perfect alignment or not. This is what they're not telling us. Everything traces back to the same family. It's the same group of peoples. All right? They own what? The food industry. They own the insurance industry. What else? They own the hospitals. What else do they own? Think about it. They own the pharmaceutical companies. And what else do they own? They literally are the ones doing what? Printing the money. And what else do they own? The prisons. So when you eat these foods that are processed, that are giving you no nutritional value, when you eat these foods every single day, they put all these things in them that are addictive. These foods are literally drugs by definition. They have turned food into drugs. It all connects. Now what's going to happen? They putting things like Red 40 in the food here. And there's countries where most of this stuff is illegal to do. I'm not making this up. So look. You eat the food. What happens? You're going to get overweight. Then what's going to happen? 9 out of 10 times you're going to already have insurance. You're going to get the insurance. So they're getting the money from you from the food. They're getting the money from you from the insurance. Then when you go sick, where do you go? You go to the hospital. They're getting the money through the insurance and from you for the hospital. Then what are they going to do? Prescribe you prescription drugs. You're going to take those. They're going to get the money from you from there. What is that going to do? Create more of an imbalance in your psyche and your whole body and your whole vessel. Then what's going to happen? Your vibration is not going to be vibrating high. You're eating meat. You're eating this heavy food. Your vibration is now down here vibrating super low. You're on a low frequency. A lot of us come from poverty. It's already hard enough as it is. Then what? You choose low frequency choices like doing criminal activity. Now where you end up? Right into prison. And what are you now? A slave. Yeah, you're going to go out, you're going to be working for what? Pennies. I got the game sold up. All you have to do to free yourself from it, it's a web. All you have to do from free yourself to free, it all starts with how you eat. We're doing it to ourselves, man. They ain't putting the food on your spoon or your fork and making you eat it. But you got the commercials everywhere you look. Every time you turn around, you're seeing McDonald's, you're seeing Burger King. They bombarding you with the frequencies. But then we do it to ourselves. You're strong enough to make a decision, to take responsibility. Do not buy the lie that sickness is in your genetic code and it comes from your ancestors. Don't buy that lie. Such a lady, man. I love that. I appreciate you, sis. Don't buy that lie. They got us lost in the sauce out here, man. I used to believe the same thing. Not no more. Don't buy that lie. That's how you lost it up, twist it up out here. Or you ain't got, if you got diabetes, you're just stuck. My ancestors had it. Nothing I could do. I just gotta keep taking these shots that they tell me to take. That's just messing me up even more. These needles with the shots, what is that all about? Have you ever seen a needle grow from the ground? Are needles popping up out of the ground when you just stick yourself with the needle? No. The creator that created everything before these humans started creating all of these things, these are not natural. I just smashed this. It's called I'm drawing a blank right now, man. Somebody put it in the comment what this is called. It's called a moringa. There you go. A mamaya. A mamey. Bingo. A mamey. Bet that up, babe. It's called a mamey. That's what this is. I ate mamey for the first time not that long ago. Be real with you. Do I fast? Yep. Fasting is very, very good, man. The whole goal, remember, eating natural is the first step. Because this is the thing, it's a step-by-step process. To what? Spiritual enlightenment. It's a step-by-step process. Eating natural is a step towards what? The overall success is what? Spiritual enlightenment. Because with that comes what? Health, happiness, success, great relationships. When you are, think about all the people that you ever heard of that were spiritually enlightened. Look how their life was moving. Look how many people loved them and respected them. Look how much, look how happy they was. So eating is a step in that direction. Fasting when you don't put anything in your body. You could look it up. Shout out Nipsey Hussle, man. I wanted to meet, man. I almost cried. It was funny it ain't funny, but when he died, I almost cried. And it was like, man, I ain't never even met, bro. Like, cause my hustle, I've been hustling for, man. Anybody that know me, they know, man. I've been out here hustling for a long time. So it's like, I related to Nipsey, like, I wanted to meet him for real. I wanted to give him his props and plug in, but man, I was so sad. I was like, that ain't never happened. Like a celebrity I ain't never even met. Like I was hurt. I was hurt when bro passed, man. What are your thoughts on water fasting? I think it's a great decision, man. You're gonna start clearing your body out. It's even better to do juice fasting than water fasting. Dominica, you asking some brilliant questions. My sister, go check out Yahki Awaken sometime today, sometime tomorrow. Plug in YAHKI Awaken. Go plug in, man. You're gonna get a lot of the answers that you're looking for, and it's gonna be better than if I tell you. Cause bro, he like me times 10. he at now where I'll be in 10 years. He there right now. So there you go. You feel me? I'm gonna point you in the right direction. When eating something that God didn't make, we get sick. Bam. And it's pernicious. That's how they get us. If you take the time to look up the word pernicious, right? If you take the time to look up the word pernicious, you'll see it's being wicked, deceitfully evil in a gradual and subtle way. They got a word for it. You can be wicked. If you look up wicked, you'll see how bad that is. If you look up evil, you'll see how bad that is. But you can do it in a subtle way, a gradual way, where people won't even recognize it. That's the game. That's the big game. Oh, man, that's love. That's love. I appreciate you. That's the big game. They gonna do you so bad to the point where you doing it to yourself and to the point where you don't even know it's bad. You know what I'm saying? You eating food that is pernicious. It's killing you super slow. So you eat it and you don't die. That's why with these, I ain't even teach my kids right. I'm just now starting to try to teach them and get them on the right path. But I had them eating sugar and all type of snacks for after they eat, they could get a snack and get dessert. You know what I mean? And then that's why it's so hard for these kids. These kids, they don't believe. It's like when you tell them it's not healthy, they like, I'm fine, I'm straight. What do you mean? And that's the trick of the great deceiver, man. I'm your parent. I'm the one brought you into this world, and I'm telling you that this ain't good for you. And you looking at me like I'm tripping? My own kids. This is what I'm dealing with right now. They gradually coming around, but I be knowing, I be hearing their thoughts. I'm looking at their body language. Some of them, they get it more than, I got 5 kids. Me and my wife got 5 kids. All of them different. But the point I'm trying to make is like, man, they know I love them. And I'm telling you that all this snacks and all this ain't good for you. But they don't want to hear that, man. They caught up in a pernicious cycle. And I used to be in the same one. So, I'm patient. That's love. That's blessings, man. I appreciate that for real. Is meat bad for you? Yes. Yes, it is. And you want to know something funny? In the Bible, and back in the days, when they talk about meat, they're talking about fruit. You could look that up. This was the original meat. They switched the word of flesh. Oh, that's love. Oh, man, that's love. They switched. I appreciate that, sis, for real. They switched the words around. There's a lot of tricks in the English language. The English language was actually created by a group of spellcasters. Shout out my brother Hakeem from West Africa. He put me up on game. The English language was created by a group of spellcasters. Do you understand? That's why they call it spelling. There is no other language that have as many spells in it. When everybody that's typing all these comments, I appreciate you, I love y'all. When y'all type in these comments, when you see that little line that be blinking, that little blinking line, and you type the words, let me see who tapped in. What's that called? That little line that be on your phone when you type the word, and the word come up behind that little line when you type. What's that little line that blink? What is that called? Let me see who tapped in. What's that little line called when you type on your phone? A cursor. There you go. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, Queen, what's poppin'? Babe, I seen you. Kings, what's poppin'? Look, a cursor. A cursor. What does that look like? A curse or blessing. When you type, you are either cursing or blessing. It's right there in the words, man. It's right there in our face. That's why I look, man. When I look at the comments, right? I be reading the comments, and I get so much love. I get way more love than hate. But I done had a few comments that made me cringe. Like, and guess what? That go to show how powerful words are. I'm not even gonna repeat some of the. It's been a few comments where it was like, man, this person full of hate for me for real. Like, they despise me. Because I go opposite of what they on. I go opposite of what they on, man. I'm a child of the light. I am a high frequency light being. I am ultraviolet. I know what I am. I know what side I'm on. Yeah. Yeah. But I don't see that, man. All that. Oh, yeah, all them curses. Yeah, go ahead, man, whatever. At the end of the day, when you curse a high ultraviolet light being, it's not about this flesh. At the end of the day, you're going to have to deal with what happens after the flesh. And I feel bad for you. It's not too late to change. But yeah, so, we got to be like, real aware of these words. We got to be real aware of these words. We can't eat fish. You right. The truth always causes people to hate, my brothers. Yep, certain people. What are the best waters to drink? When I drink water, I drink spring water or distilled water. Oh, man, that's love, sis. That's the first time I got that one. Oh, the big crown. That thing looked nice. Appreciate you, sis, for real. New Orleans in the... What's up? New Orleans in the building, man. Shout out New Orleans. From New Zealand. Wow, what's up? What's poppin'? It's love, man. It's love, Jimmy. It's all good. It's all good. Tap water is it good to drink? No. Absolutely not. They put, fluoride and, chlorine, all type of chemicals to clean the water. You got to look at the city water system. Like, the same water that we doodle in and pee in, and it go to the same processing plant, and then they clean it, and then they put it back out for us to drink. It's nasty. Yeah, you want to not drink that. Absolutely not. Now if you get you a distiller and you take the tap water and bring it through the distillation process, all distilled water is pure H2O. That's it. There's 0 particles per million in distilled water. That's the only type of, if you look at all the water, all of them will have parts per million particles in the water. You can get a water tester to test it. Distilled water is the only one that is completely pure H2O. It's evaporated water. So when a distiller, all it does is it heats water up to steam. Steam goes up, it comes down into the vessel, and it's pure H2O. So I drink this, there's minerals in natural spring water that are good for us too. So spring water is real good, but you got to make sure it's sourced good. And even then, it's kind of hard to know. You know what I'm saying? The more I'm starting to get into the knowledge, the more I'm learning. Like Fiji water, I think is good. But then a lot of this water too, it being this plastic. And then as soon as it gets warmed up, that plastic leach into the water. And we got to think, what is that doing to us over time? You know what I mean? Like, what is it really doing to us over time? Drink coconut water only. If you can do that, that's great. Coconut water is fantastic. Coconut water is what I was saying. What it is, it's called H2O3. That's the water that comes from fruits and vegetables. Oat milk and walnut milk is good. I see you, babe. No cow milk. Yeah, cut out the cow milk. I put a post up on my page. If you want to start tripping, go look at the post. I got the video on there with the boy. He's sucking the cow titty like this. The cow tit. It looked disgusting. Let me see who tapped in. If anybody think it'd be weird if you seen somebody just sucking on a cow tit like that, who think that would be weird? Drop a 4 in the comment. Drop a 4 in the comment if you think that'd be weird. If you just ride down the road and you just see someone up underneath a car like this, and I see someone with the goat milk. Well, what if you see someone up underneath a goat like this? They got us tricked up out here, man. It's not natural. I see the forest is love, man. Oh, from South Africa, man. What's up? What's up? Hey, man. Let's start, let's start, you know what I mean? It's like, let's start using our logic, man. Let's think logically. It's weird, man. It's weird. You know what I mean? Not when you could take walnuts and make the milk. And then on top of that, because some people be like, well, I'm allergic to nuts. And nuts ain't even the best thing for us to eat, but walnuts are actually pretty good in the right proportion because it's really good for our brain. But we're so used to thinking a certain type of way to where it's like, well, if I can't drink cow milk and I can't drink almond milk or walnut milk, what can I drink? You could drink water. You could drink juice. Like, why do you feel like you need milk? You see how our mind is so like put into a box? There's a lot of people out here feel like, well, then how am I going to eat my cereal? Do you need cereal? You could make a salad for breakfast. You could cut up. I just got full off this fruit, this mamey. I'm full. This one mamey. It costs like $1 and change. And if I got a mamey tree, I go pick it from the tree. It's absolutely free. I could have a pineapple. I could juice the pineapple, or I could drink some water. What does your meals for the day look like? This week, all week, I'm eating raw. And so it's gonna be, I'm gonna get a box of fruit tomorrow. Shout out Asian Tropical down here. I'm going to get a box of fruit from them with all the seasonal fruits in it, 25 pounds of fruit. I'm eating fruit. And I might do a little salad here and there. But, and then, I still eat the rices, like my average meals, like when we cook dinner, like our kids still eat meat sometimes. My wife, she still eat meat sometimes. I rarely do, but I do sometimes. And sometimes I eat fish, but I make sure the vegetables that we eat are either raw, or if we do cook them, they were fresh before we cooked them. And if we are eating starches, they're going to be the natural version, whether it be like basmati rice, jasmine rice, wild rice. You know what I mean? Natural foods. If we do pasta, it's going to be pasta made with whole wheat flour, or how you say that? Seminola wheat, whole wheat, like the real wheat that hasn't been put through the enrichment process. We'll eat that type of pasta when we do eat pasta. I eat regular food. I just eat the natural version of it. I read the ingredients. I pick the best things available that I feel like eating, and then make sure they're natural. I do not do processed foods, period. I'm not finna, listen, these companies that are making this processed food and selling it to me, I'm not gonna pay you after I think about it. Like, this ain't good for me. You got chemists in the lab whipping up these chemicals and putting it in, knowing it's gonna hook me and have me addicted, and it's gonna cause side effects. And you sell it to me anyway? Nah, man, I don't wanna give you no more of my money. I'm straight. I'll give my money to the companies that's selling natural foods, more natural foods. So I seek out the best options available. Is it safe to shop at Costco? That's just like anywhere. That's just like Walmart. That's a great question. That's just like anywhere. Most of the stores that I've been to, just being real, is mostly not good, and some good. The only way to find out is you got to start reading the ingredients. You got to get curious. I'm like Sherlock Holmes in the grocery store. I mean, with like a magnifying glass. I look like Sherlock Holmes. I'm looking at the box like this. For real, man. I'm looking at all that. I need to know. And then once you do that for a few months, it's like you'll know where to go. You'll know right where the good stuff at. They put the good stuff in the store because they know they got their blood relatives out here that's out here, and they know within their group what to eat and what not to eat. You know what I mean? So they put the good stuff in there for the people that's up on game. It's there. You just got to find it. That's why people they do the meal plans and all that. Y'all be quiet. They do the meal plans and all that, but it's like, me personally, it's like the saying goes, you could give a man a fish and he'll eat for a day, or you could teach a man to fish and he'll eat for life. I'm trying to teach people how to eat, how to be aware, the foundation of choosing natural. It's not that hard. Once you understand it and you stick to it for a while, you'll be like, dang, that's all I had to do. You're going to start seeing your body weight come down. You're going to be like, man, this ain't even hard. And then you're going to start asking yourself, like, why they just don't only sell this type of food? And then you're going to start feeling away like, you know what I'm saying? That's how it be for me. I go to feel it away, man. Like, jeez, they should be just selling this type of food. And then in other countries, it be like that. They ain't selling this trash to their people. What type of vegan are you still eating beyond meats? Okay, see, that's why I'm not a vegan. That's a great question, and I'm so glad you said that. And this is going to be my last point. I got to get up out of there. I'm not a vegan. I am a naturalist. I eat natural foods. I'm on my way to being food, like, not dependent on food for energy. But that's a whole nother topic. But I'm a naturalist. The thing about vegan food, it's just it's like a curveball. It's like, because if you're a vegan, right, that means you don't eat meat. But that don't mean you don't eat chemicals. It don't say nowhere in vegan, in the definition of what it means, it don't say a person who doesn't eat meat or chemicals. You see how they be tricking you? You see how they get you? They tell you a vegan. Oh, you good. You're doing good. You don't eat no meat. Oh, you healthy. Here go an Impossible Burger. And you got to, first of all, when you see the word Impossible Burger, that should throw up a big red flag. Off real. Impossible Burger. They telling you it's impossible. That means it's not possible. Ah! Ew. And they'd be like, okay, you vegan, you eat this Impossible Burger. Read the ingredients. Go online and look up the ingredients for an Impossible Burger for Burger King. Get the shock of your life. It's going to be a list of chemicals. Man, you better off eating a piece of steak than an Impossible Burger. I'm telling you right now. You better off just eating a piece of steak, man. It's worse. It's full of chemicals, man. A lot of this vegan food, man, they be using GMO chemicals, all type of. Be careful. You know? Be careful. That's why I call myself, I'm a naturalist. I eat natural foods, mostly fruits and vegetables. Mostly vegetables. It was mostly green vegetables, but I'm transitioning now to mostly fruits and then vegetables. And then mostly raw. I'm going through, but I still be eating cooked food. I eat when I feel like eating cooked food, I eat it, but I make sure it's natural. And I've been going through a gradual process. You know what I'm saying? My brothers and sisters, man, everybody that's been on this live, I want you to know I appreciate you. I got a book that I'm about to drop. I'm going to be taking pre-sales for this book April 23rd, which is my sister's birthday. Shout out to Freisha. And then the book will be released May 23rd, which is my beautiful wife Nicole's birthday. Anybody who wants to purchase this book is going to make it extremely easy for you to understand what it is to eat properly. And it's very inspirational, where it's gonna have you inspired to make this decision. Because I don't want people to make this decision to get to their natural body size and then feel like they won and that's their goal. Your goal need to be this is your lifestyle for the rest of your life. Why? Because one, you're gonna feel better the rest of your life. You're gonna live longer. You're gonna see your great grandkids. You understand? It's gonna you're gonna be thinking more clearly. It's gonna be laying a foundation for a better life for you. So when you grab this book, right? It's going to make your life better if you're not aware of this information already. Straight up. If you want to order the book, if you go to my page, Jabez Invest, if you go to my TikTok page, you'll see I got posts up. I'm going to do another post like this today where it'll say, and I make mention of it, text book to 786-650-8781. I'll say text book to 786-650-8781. All right. And then I'm also the founder of Brilliant Minded. I shifted gears like 3 months ago. I stopped everything else that I used to do where I was making other people money. And I said, I'm focusing strictly on me. I'm done with that. I want my kids to see their father be completely independent. So when you shop with me, just understand what you're supporting. And with the money that's coming in, the first thing I do is I give 10%. I give 10%. I put up 10%, and then a percentage of my money go into investments, and the rest of it go towards supporting my family. My goal is to be traveling this world. Hey, y'all be quiet. My goal is to be traveling this world with my family, experiencing life, plugging in with the top minds of this planet. That's just my goal. So if you want to shop and you want to grab you a Brilliant Minded shirt, go to my Instagram page. It's Jabez_invest. Message me. I check my messages. I give you my direct line. I've been taking orders right over the phone. I take Cash App and Zelle, and I also take I can send you an invoice where you can pay with a credit card or whatever. So I do that. You know what I mean? So if that's something you want to do, plug in, man. Tap in. You know what I'm saying? And my brothers and sisters, I want you to know I love you and I appreciate you. We going up together. That's the whole goal. Remember, Brilliant Minded's mission statement is we're using Brilliant Minded as a tangible platform to connect with over 1 million Brilliant Minded individuals, to pool our skill sets and resources together, to entice over 1 billion people into the light of morality, healthiness, happiness, unity, financial literacy, and abundance. That's the goal. It's all about connecting. I want to connect with you. So understand the best way to get at me is through the gram, because we don't have to be following each other. And you can message me, and then I give you my line. I'm hungry right now. I want to tap in with the ones that's high vibrational, with the ones that are easy to talk with the ones that want to see this world to be better, with the ones that are willing to do the work that it takes, with the ones that are willing to bring value to the table, and also that are willing to receive value. My brothers and sisters, I love you. Prayers up, blessings up.